morning, fabulous people. It is Wednesday, August 7th, 2024. It is 2 days before I fly to Maine. It is 4 days before I attempt to climb up Mount Katahdin. I say attempt for two reasons. One is, I don't know that we're even going to get on the mountain. Because all the parking passes are sold out. All the campsites are sold out. We may not be able to get on the mountain. You know, we're hoping for a no-show and that we can get there early enough to claim one of the no-show spots. But that's not guaranteed. And of course, the other thing is, the other anxiety is, oh my God, what if we do get on the mountain? Like, holy wow. Okay, there is no easy way to climb Katahdin. And I have not hiked 2,190 miles to prepare myself for the last 10 miles. Or 6 miles, or whatever it is. I have hiked a lot. Not as much as I wanted, but I've hiked a lot. I've done some really hard hikes. But like, Katahdin is its own beast. I mean, there will be actual climbing, like over rocks, and depending on what trail we take, possibly up ladders. Ladders terrify me. And even though I've been, using my little 3-pound dumbbells and doing my little workouts, I still don't have very much arm strength. So I have all kinds of anxiety about, okay, A, do we get on the mountain at all? And B, if we get on the mountain, am I even going to make it to the top? Right? So, the other day, was it Monday? Yeah, it was Monday, I think. I just had a complete and total massive meltdown where all those little voices, all those little negative voices, they all won that day. Literally, for the first time in many years, literally binge ate half a pizza. Not because I was hungry, not because I wanted pizza, because I never eat pizza anymore, just because I was so freaking stressed. I had an absolute, complete, total meltdown, and it was like ranting to people on Messenger. Just total meltdown from all the anxiety. Because, oh my God, what if I spent all this money and can't even get on the mountain? And what if I spend all this money and get on the mountain and then can't make it to the top? And how, in either scenario, how embarrassing would that be? And how heartbreaking would that be? And oh my God, what was I even thinking? Right? All the things, human response to stressors is fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. Well, this whole week it's been absolute freeze. It's been deer in the headlights. Holy crap. I don't feel anywhere near ready for this. All the things. But also, so what? Literally, so what? So those little voices are there telling me all the things. You're an imposter. Everybody's going to see that you can't really hike. Everybody's going to see that you can't really Because, yeah, I might have spent $598 to fly to Maine and not get on the mountain. Or I might get on the mountain and not even make it halfway up. Or it might rain. I mean, hey, you know, there's this hurricane that just came through Georgia and it's heading up that way. And, you know, mountain weather is basically psychotic. So, who knows? Who knows? The weather might say, nope, you thought you were hiking today and you're not. All the things, there's like zero guarantees. You know, oh yeah, kind of like life, right? Zero guarantees. So the choices are sit here and hide in a corner and panic, or take the risk and do the thing anyway. And it's terrifying, but so what? Do it anyway. Because great rewards are not without great risk. And growth doesn't happen in the comfort zones. So, yeah, the voices are there. The thoughts are there. The panic is there. The anxiety is there. But, you know what else is there? Me being stubborn. Because I freely admit that I am the biggest coward in the world. And I am the biggest wimp in the world. But luckily, I am also the most stubborn human being in the world. If I can remain more stubborn than I am scared, then we're good. You know, I remember back, was it March, I think? Whenever the actors from Band of Brothers came to Toccoa, they actually came to Toccoa for real and ran up Currahee Mountain for real because they were getting jump certified to jump into Normandy on the 80th anniversary of D-Day, right? And Band of Brothers was actually not filmed here in Toccoa. It was actually filmed in France. So these actors had never been to the real Camp Toccoa, where the airborne rangers had trained, where the paratroopers had trained. They had never been here. So this past March, the actors from Band of Brothers came to Toccoa for real, trained for real, got jump certified for real. And they also, if you've ever seen the miniseries Band of Brothers, they had to train by running up and down Currahee Mountain, 3 miles up, 3 miles down, over and over and over again. Well, they reenacted that. They ran up Currahee Mountain and invited, you know, the general public to run with them. And, you know, I was one of the few people that were insane enough to join them. And so I'm plodding along, running. I use the term very loosely, more like jogging a little bit, and then walking a lot, and then jogging a little bit and walking a lot and dying the whole time. And basically, you know, they had these trucks for the actors and the sound crew that, you know, they would run for a while, then they'd pick them up and take them to the next spot where they're going to run, and, you know, movie industry crap, right? So they'd be driving along this gravel road that we're all running up or walking up or whatever, and they'd be like, you want to ride? You want to ride? And I'm like, you know, and now before they would ask me, do you want to ride? Okay, I'd be like, oh my God, I'm so getting a ride. I am so begging one of these guys for a ride, right? And then they'd ask me, you want to ride? And I'd be like, hell no, I don't want to ride. And I'd keep going, right? And so at the close to the end, when it was getting really, really steep, the worst part, right? Truck full of, you know, video guys and sound guys, and some of the actors was in front of me, and they're all like sitting on the back of the truck bed, and they can clearly see I'm dying, right? And they're like, you want to ride? And I looked at him and I said, you guys can carry me when I effing drop. And maybe not even then. And they were like, whoa, okay, see you at the top. And I got to the top, right? I mean, I was dead last. I was literally the last person to make it. But that's not the point. The point is I made it. Now, why am I telling you this random rabbit trail story that has nothing to do with Katahdin? I'm telling you this because it has everything to do with Katahdin, because it's the same dang principle. You can carry me when I drop, and maybe not even then, because as terrified as I am and as scared as I am, and understanding the reality of the difficulty of the mountain, that, you know, not everyone who tries it makes it. You know, stuff happens. But that said, my stubbornness is bigger than the fear and the anxiety and all the things. My stubbornness says, I have this goal and I'm going to make that goal, and you can carry me when I drop. But maybe not even then, because I have a thing to do. It's not just for me to know that I can do it. I mean, that's a huge part of it, clearly. But it's also to show other people that they can do it too. Because, hey, if I can do it, literally, there's nothing you can't do. If I can do something like that, you know, boring old house cat like me can do something like that, then there's no reason why you can't do whatever it is you want to do. It just takes time, effort, and consistency, right? And the occasional freak out meltdown. It's all part of the whole thing, right? So yeah, so today I'm driving to work, and my brain is already at the airport. Like, body present, brain sitting in the airport. My brain is already being anxious over, oh my god, what if I miss my connecting flight from, you know, because I'm flying from Greenville to Charlotte and from Charlotte to Bangor, Maine. What if I miss that flight in Charlotte? Because I suddenly realized how much time is between flight 1 and flight 2, and you know how these flights are, nothing's ever on time, and oh my god, what if I miss my flight? What am I gonna do? I've never had connecting flights before. See, all the things. My brain is everywhere but here right now. Oh Lord, this is gonna be a long day. Tomorrow I'm working from home, and at 4 o'clock I'm clocking out, and I'm driving to South Carolina to stay with friends who are graciously going to take me to the airport Friday morning, so that I don't have to pay like $100 and something bucks in parking fees, because I ain't got it. Yeah. So here we are. 2 days till I fly. 4 days till I hike. It's the final countdown, y'all.